Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Thank you guys for being here with me. This is for the sign of Aries, my fellow Aries. Aries or Aries cross watcher, I have something right off the bat. This is actually the second time today that I've tried our message. So here we go. Let's try again. Someone is wanting to reach out to you. They want to get in touch with you. This is an intuitive knowing. This is what I titled my last video, but it just didn't work out. Maybe something here just didn't work out. Or just won't work out. And that's how another person's viewing a connection with you. Like something just didn't work out or something just, you know, it wouldn't work out. But at the same time, they're like, they don't want to lose contact with you. If this is someone who's already lost contact with you or you don't have a relationship with them at all, or not a very close one, this is someone who wishes that, like inwardly, they wish that the two of you could get closer. This could be a family member, guys. It could be anyone in your family. It could be friends, someone you work with. It could be also someone that you created a family with. Someone wants to step up and show you more attention, show you more affection, show you that they care, but they almost look at you as, at this point, you don't really care at having a relationship with them. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But they definitely think that someone is, that's what's kind of held someone back, which is an excuse if you ask me, but I feel like someone who really wanted to strengthen a connection with you, man or woman, they just haven't, because in their mind, it's like, well, you don't really need them at this point. You've done just fine on your own, or you don't seem to want a stronger connection with them. So they're kind of like, well, you know, I don't know. That sounds like an excuse to me, doesn't it? It sounds like someone's made an excuse as to why they haven't been closer to you, as to why they haven't really tried or stepped up. But see, if they knew an Aries or cross watcher here who takes on Aries energy, they would understand. We don't care why you haven't stepped up. We just want to see the actions. Okay, we don't care to hear why. We don't want to even. We don't care. We're not one of those people that we care about the like in between. Maybe later. We'll ask later. So don't forget. But the initial, we don't want to be bothered with it. It's like, just show me. We've heard a lot of things. Don't tell me anything. Just show me. But someone hasn't shown you, and it's really interesting. I feel like they have no problem showing anyone else, is what I'm hearing. This is someone who, for some reason, like a connection with you, it is intimidating. There's something about connecting with you intimidates them. I don't know what it is. I don't know if y'all had a bad relationship before. Connection, family, friend, lover. I don't know how or what it got to the point that it is. Could be a new person. Maybe you're intimidating to them. Maybe you're just very different. Maybe you're younger, older, and the way you do things is different. Maybe how you see things is different. You know, there's clear, I believe, differences here. And someone is very, like, they're very much who they are. Whoever this person is, this isn't someone who is very flexible. No, they're very dead set in their ways. Their beliefs are very, you know, and you could call them stubborn. You can call them bullheaded. They're just kind of, but see, you're the same way, and they know that. And so they kind of look onto you right now in your life, and they're like, well, Aries doesn't seem to really need a connection with me now. They seem to have gotten it figured out. And it's like, huh. Okay. But maybe perhaps they're actually regretting. I don't really feel a sense of regret, though. I think this person has a lot of pride, but they don't seem to be coming at it from an angle of pride necessarily, but I do think someone is kind of irritated that they're going to have to be the one to make the connection better with you or stronger. They're kind of a little bit, I sense irritation here, a little frustration that they're going to have to do it. Like, they still are proud enough that they wish you would, even though I get a sense that it's not really your responsibility at this point. Maybe it never was, you know? I just get someone here who's maybe used to having their way a lot, and they feel that you will give them that also, and you're just doing your own thing. I think someone's looking on to you in your life right now, whether they're in your immediate family, the outside of your family, whether they were a lover, current person, new person. They're looking at you like, well, you don't seem to really give a shit. You don't really seem to be interested or seem to care. You seem to be doing, again, just fine. Like you don't really seem to want a connection with me. And if this isn't someone you ever had issues with or whatever, they still, like let's say it's a new person, they could be looking at you like, well, you don't really seem interested. They're a little bit irritated that they feel they're the one making most of the moves or the initial contact. Or if they haven't yet, they're irritated that they know they're going to have to do this because they don't see you making any moves. And you're just over here doing you. You see how the sun keeps getting like lighter and darker and lighter and darker? I feel like this person's energy does this. Like sometimes they want to, and then other times they talk themselves out of it. And sometimes they want to, and other times they talk themselves out of it. And it could be precisely this wishy-washiness, this in and outness that you can pick up on, that you're kind of like, oh, whoa, no. I do think you're kind of like, oh, whoa, no, stay away, okay. I do, I sense it, man. I sense that Aries or cross watcher here is like, oh, look at that. Look at that over there doing its thing, that which I don't want to get involved with. Yeah, I'm gonna go do my thing over here. You know, if this is a family member, it's especially frustrating for them because depending on your connection with this family member, because I sense that this person like hates to love you. I'm not even sure what they feel for you you could call love, but I don't think they would outright say it to you, but it's kind of just like, I hate to love you, and I hate that I have to like try to have a connection with you. Some of you, it's not someone that hates this. They wish they could have a connection, but they still wish that you would be the main one because they feel like it should be fair and equal. And this could be like a grown-ass adult who like owes you an apology for some. Others of you, it could just be where, you know, somebody really just hates to love you. They may even say it or they don't. Pay attention to that. You know, you can sense it, and you hate having to pretend to. I don't know, this is very specific, but anyways, yeah, this is why someone hasn't stepped up. This is why they haven't made a connection stronger, because I don't know, a part of them is, some of them, they don't give a shit, but they know that they like have to. Like maybe it's a situation where older people in the family are like, hey, you guys should really reconnect, make up, you should treat Aries better, and this person's just like reluctant, or they may only be doing it, connecting with you because to make this person happy. If it's not that, it could be like an ex who really wants to reach out, and they can see you over there being happy or whatever, just doing you, and maybe they're upset that you're not like letting them in anymore. I mean, it's like having a job. If they came into a job and didn't make themselves useful in the job, well, they're going to be let go. So you let someone go because they weren't making themselves useful in whatever position they had in your life. So you took on the position, meanwhile also your own position. You've taken it all on. And this is someone who may be like, damn, now that you got it figured out, you don't need me or something. This is very specific. I just get the sense that this is someone who's let you down for the majority of you. I don't think it's a new person. It could be a newer person that's really just let you down. You know, what you sense, everything, they've just kind of disappointed you. So some of you could be moving on rather quickly from having an interest in a new person because you've learned quickly that they're not going to be right for you. There's something about this individual that you've lost respect for them. Others of you, though, whoever this is, I feel like you've already known them, and there's this sense of like they've had plenty of time. You've given them plenty of opportunities. You've left the door open. You tried, but they never cared. Clearly, they never cared. Where their time and energy and attention has been spent is what they care about. And it was clear, but you don't hear you over here whining about it, worrying about it, even caring to have a relationship now. It doesn't really bother you anymore. You had to learn to do it on your own. And now this person all of a sudden is like, I'd like to reach out to you. I'd like to, you know, spend more time with you. I'd like to make more of an effort to get closer to you, to have a bond. Somebody may want to bond with you now that hasn't bonded with you in a while. Maybe they were in jail too. I guess something about bond, or junior. I'm in junior. That's for somebody here. You don't really care about having a relationship with them. Just didn't work out. Yeah. I feel like, honestly, we could click off this video and we could totally forget about it. You know, when Aries or cross-watch or whoever reaches the point where we're like out, you know, I'm serious. We're out. We're completely out. Like, we're out. And, you know, I don't know. I think somebody still wants to strengthen a bond with you. I think they actually think they can. Can they? That's the question. Is this person going to be allowed to strengthen a bond? And then Aries comes in and says, what bond? We've never had a bond. We don't have a bond at all. The only bond that we might have ever had was chains and handcuffs, ball and chain restriction, suffocation, codependency, abuse. This is the only neglect I'm hearing. This is the only connection bond that we've ever had. So I'll pass. I'll pass. You know what I mean? Like, loving this person or having a relationship with this person is like playing Squid Games. You know, you just never know how you're going to die, but you just know you are. And every time you're going to have a painful soul dying lesson with this individual, because it's constant lesson after lesson, but you've learned them, right? You're out of the Squid Game and they want you back in it. They want you in it. They want you to be a competitor. They want you to compete for, you know, and even if they don't give off this energy, because I don't think they do. I don't think this person gives off any energy like that. They may even give off energy like they don't give a fuck at all, because they're so composed and they have so many other things to be responsible about. But you're still that one factor where, and I'm not making fun, it's just fucking irritating. Like, how long have we been on this video? And I'm getting irritated because it's like, okay, no. The answer is no. And not begrudgingly, not angrily. I don't even want us to be enemies. Now, if you choose that path, that's on you. I'm telling you right now, I'm not trying to be your enemy. But no, the answer is no. And I think they know it's no, but for some reason, it's like, you know, if some of you like have to deal with someone for whatever reason, I still think you're going to have a poker face where it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't hate you. But that's it. This is as far as this goes. Like, we can never, it's just not going to be there. We can never, I don't know what type of relationship you're trying to have with me, but it's not going to happen. And if you choose to be angry over me making my own decision and having free will to do so, and it just doesn't happen to include you, that's a lesson for you, not for me. I wish you well. I'm thankful to have encountered you in my life, you know, but there's someone here you just, and then for others of you, I sense somebody you got to watch out for, but you already know who this person is. It's somebody in your family, and it's not just one. One of them is the worst, and they don't have a connection to each other. They could be on different sides of the family, but you got a couple, like sleeper cells in your family, right? If not in yours, maybe in a partner's family and also in yours. Okay? And this is just the last part, and then we'll go because I'm picking up on it. This person pretends to want to have a connection with you. This is someone who doesn't really care if they have a connection with you. And in the end, they hope that they're like the last one standing. Like, no shit, I legit hear this is someone who's like kind of hoped that you go before them or something. Especially if it's like a sibling or something. Like, they're pretty hateful. This is someone who's very much about image, power, control, how people see them, especially people in the family. Anyone really. And they really don't like you. You can tell they're fake. You may have even heard certain things they've said about you. This person thinks they're playing pretend or whatever. They think that nobody really sees. But I think people are starting to see, and they're starting to see because of how you're like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not excusing bad behavior. I'm not going to just let someone in my life because I'm supposed to, because they're my family. Like, no, absolutely not. It stops with my generation and the generations after me. We're going to stop doing that shit. You know how, like, I don't know where y'all grew up, but in the South, if family comes over or whatever, honestly, when people leave, they go give them a hug, go give them a hug. Go give him a hug, Georgie. Go hug Uncle Tom. And it's like not even the uncle. It's just like the dad's friend or something. Well, if children don't want to do that, you probably shouldn't do that. You should probably listen to the child because they don't feel safe with that person. There's something about that person. Like they shouldn't be forced to have to go hug this person or sit on their lap. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. Like I feel like maybe you felt like there's a part of you that like had to make something right. Whether it's somebody in your family or someone you had a family with, something. There's somebody here for y'all at the end where you were the one trying to like strengthen a relationship, trying to have one to begin with, you know, and you stopped. You don't care any longer to connect with someone or vice versa. And now this person's like, I don't think they really even care either. I think it has to do with their image. It makes them look good for other people. Maybe even people in their own family. Like it would make somebody look better if they connected with you or healed a relationship with you. And you see this, you're like, this is an actor. You see everyone else and you're like, oh, they're falling for it. Or they believe this person that they're trying to, and it's like, so that I'll be the bad guy when I don't accept it. But that's fine. I'm used to being the bad guy. So some of you are like, I'll be the bad guy. Sure. I see this person's aim. I see exactly what they're doing and they're going to go down for it. Right now, go ahead because the last finished first. So go ahead and paint your little pictures about me. Go ahead and be fake to our family or whatever you're trying to do. Go ahead and do that because I see right through it. You know that I do. You think that you're winning. You think they can't see. And I don't have to tell them because your actions are telling on yourself. Some of you are looking at a person like, no, you're going to fall into your own pit. The gun's going to accidentally go off on you because you're aiming it at someone else who doesn't deserve it because your intentions are cruel. So whoever here does have cruel intentions for you, Aries, doesn't really care, never really has, and they're putting on a good show for whatever they're about to do or however they're trying to show it for you now, and it's because they have an agenda, you see this, and you're like, no. So if I've got to be the bad guy, that's fine. But going off to the beginning of you guys, we'll just sum it up and then we'll go. Someone wants to get in touch with you or reach you somehow. They don't think that you even want a relationship with them. They have excuses as to why they haven't stepped up before now. And they want to come in and strengthen a bond. These are people who are sincere about strengthening a bond, but you still have to ask, like, why now? And maybe they feel like you just don't want this with them. And I don't think they blame you for it. Maybe they're even mad at themselves. Some people could be mad at themselves for not having been more there for you or not even knowing you better, not trying at all, right? If this is new people, they may sense that you don't really care about them because you're not enveloped in them. You don't ask them a lot of questions. They have to make the first move, but there's reasons. There's a method to your madness. There's reasons why you don't do things like that. And you don't really care what they feel about it is what basically I'm trying to say. You don't care what they feel about it. You're not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, but you are you. You are how you are. You are who you are. And if they don't like it, you're not going to change for anybody. So they can go find someone else who will give them the attention that they need, who will give them more. Like you're very unbothered. You feel very unbothered. And I think this bothers people. Some it bothers in a way where they want to get you back. Or they want to pretend to make, you know what I'm saying? They may be more mad at you because you're making them look bad, or you're just actually showing who they really are. And people are starting to see it. Or people are just kind of frustrated because they are like, maybe they're used to people giving in to them easy, or they're able to apologize and people are able to like snap back easy, but you're not like that. I mean, you forgive, but you also move on and forget. You also forget them. You're like, I just don't. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. I'm numb. But anyway, that's what we got today, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.